Staying in five-star hotels.
3, 2, 1.
Speeding down streets in supercars. Or shamelessly flaunting their designer shopping hauls.
My wardrobe's probably worth upwards of £10,000.
The pampered life of the rich kid is completely unreal.
If you've got that money to spend on it, then why not?
With an endless supply of money to burn.
I don't really know how much I spend on myself a month. It would probably be 5 figures.
They have no concept of what life is like for most Brits.
I've never struggled for anything. I don't know what poor is.
So in this series, they'll learn the hard way.
Wonder why you'd have a punch bag in front of your door.
By living with families on the breadline.
I'm Fergus, nice to meet you.
I'm Anna.
Whether it's roughing it on an old sofa.
An absolute nightmare.
Or shopping to feed a family on benefits.
How is this a weekly shop?
They'll come face to face with those on the opposite side of the wealth gap.
I'm not a big fan of housework.
Only then can they realise the true value of money.
That watch is worth 6 months of me working.
When rich kids go skint.
Just start crying, give him a tissue.
Chelsea in London, brimming with luxury, opulence and wealth, and more millionaire mansions per square mile than most places in Britain. It's also home to today's rich kid going skint.
My name's Fergus. I'm 23 years old. I'm a fun, bubbly guy. I like going out, I like partying. It's good fun.
Home for Fergus is a rather plush 3-bed pad just off the trendy King's Road, all paid for by his mum and dad.
Okay, so this is the lounge. As you can see, it's got a home cinema, 120-inch, the ultimate chilled room. It's a pretty nice kitchen, to be fair. Marble worktop.
When it comes to picking his designer wardrobe, Fergus is far from frugal.
I have a few nice bits and bobs, like a Canada Goose jacket for the winter, probably about £700. I got a nice backpack from Saint Laurent. It was high hundreds. This is a Givenchy t-shirt. They're also a few £100s. I reckon my wardrobe's probably worth upwards of £10,000.
Bermuda, Sorrento, Saint-Tropez, Fergus has been there, done that. And what's the point jetting to exotic destinations if you don't show them off on social media?
My Instagram is pretty glam. So this was on holiday in Tuscany this year as well. I just took a big jump off the diving board. It somehow looked so cool. Got quite a few likes as well.
When Fergus does find himself back home in Chelsea, life, it seems, is still one big holiday.
My daily routine is pretty simple at the moment. I'm getting up at like 10 a.m, play Xbox, going to the gym, and then just go out for a meal or go out.
And for Fergus, going out is all rather la-di-da.
Delicious boys tuck in.
Yeah, stay good.
Only the swankiest of settings will suffice. Of course, all this luxury comes at a cost. But with supportive parents like his, who needs a job?
I was working last month until I came to like a mutual split with the gym I was working at.
A mutual split?
I'd say I kind of got fired.
Oh, right.
I want to be a self-made millionaire, but I've not had the ideas yet, so yeah, I'm not sure.
But now it's time for Fergus to find out what life is like for those who do have to work for a living.
3, 2, 1.
Spending 2 days with an underprivileged family will give Fergus the chance to prove he can stand on his own 2 feet.
I'm not scared. Like, I don't think that it'll be difficult, but there's a possibility that they may really dislike me.
The only thing certain is that for this pampered rich kid, the experience will be a complete step into the unknown.
I've never struggled for anything. I don't know what poor is. Having too many days in the week and not enough money, probably.
Fergus has just a couple of days to find out if he could cope being skint. But before bidding a reluctant goodbye to his life of luxury, he's meeting his best mate Oliver to break the news over drinks.
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Good boy. Good?
See you, man. Not seen you in a bit.
Yeah, not bad.
What's this you got to tell me then?
Well, basically, I'm going to spend a couple of days with a less privileged family down in Croydon.
So no salmon and caviar there then? So have you ever been to South London before?
I've driven through Croydon because obviously Gatwick's down there, isn't it?
Yeah,
So I know where it is, but
Are you going to take your Gucci jackets with you, mate, or not?
no.
Are you nervous at all, like, about going there, or?
My only really concern about it is you know, I've got an appetite like a hungry lion.
You are the king of food.
I'm going to be living with them on their budget, so
All right, okay.
It could be some hungry times for me. I'm not a massive fan of frozen food and all that stuff.
You're used to the finer things in life, and that is a fact. You know, salmon and caviar, Dom Perignon, Rolexes, cars, you know, you name it, you've done it. And that's how I know you. And I'm super shocked, to be honest, at the whole situation, but maybe you'll pick up and learn something new from it.
Let's see what happens.
Chelsea boy to Croydon. He's literally just been to Cannes, so Cannes to Croydon is one hell of a diverse difference. Let's just say he's not going to be eating parma ham and melon for breakfast. He's going to get the shock of his life.
Oliver's probably right. Fergus has literally no idea what to expect. All he's been told is that he'll be spending the weekend with a family in Croydon, South London.
My name's Anna. I'm a single mum of 4 kids. I've been a childcare worker for about 20 years now. It's extremely difficult because obviously I sacrifice a lot of time with my own children. I can't remember the last time I managed to make it to one of their parents' evenings because of work. Because I get home so late from work, my daughter Cheyenne does everything for the boys. She's mum number 2.
I think it's very difficult for my mum at times, but she doesn't show it. So the more help I can give her, the better, to be honest.
My family income is about £1,000 a month. Any extra money or income that I have goes towards the children, whether it be their school uniforms or travel expenses, food, shopping. It does get so bad sometimes that I do have to borrow money from my dad. I have no luxuries really for me. Going out for dinner is a rare treat. I don't see the point in going out spending money on a burger that I can go and get from Tesco's for a couple of pounds. You ready? Yeah. Whereas people, normally summer holidays, they're jetting off. We have a holiday in the garden. I don't want my kids to see how hard I struggle, but then at the same time, I do because I want them to know the value of money.
I knew it.
I want this rich kid to learn that you need to work for what you want. You can't just get handed things on a plate. It's not that simple. I'm looking forward to them having a dose of real life, and the worst thing that can happen is I'll probably show them the door.
The big day's arrived, and as Fergus leaves Chelsea and heads off to meet his host family living on the breadline in Croydon, how's the rich kid feeling?
There's some nerves now. I'm not in my comfort zone. I'm staying with people I don't know in an area I have no idea about. So yeah, it's slightly nervous. Yeah.
I'm feeling a little bit anxious. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. No one likes to be judged. So him coming from his situation into mine, it's a little bit daunting because obviously I'm not going to be offering him what he's used to.
This area is very different to Chelsea. I googled the crime rate here last night. It's pretty high. But the area is not great.
I'm hoping he's going to be comfortable in my home, but it's not the Ritz. I'm just most looking forward to finding out why they think money's so important.
Oh yeah. It's not like a massive house. It doesn't look particularly luxurious, but we'll see what it is like inside. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Fergus, nice to meet you.
I'm Anna,
Nice to meet you, Anna. How are you doing?
I'm fine, come in.
Thank you.
Introductions over, it's time to meet Anna's family.
Right, boys, shake hands, say nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Cairo.
Hi, Cairo.
Cyrus.
Hello, Cyrus. My name's Fergus.
Well, that's awkward.
Right, this is the boys' bedroom.
3-level bunk bed.
There, for when my big son comes home to visit.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
And this is my room.
Nice. So you're a single mum?
I am a single mum. I've been a single mum for the past 6 years.
Oh, wow. That's a lot, isn't it?
It is, but it's good. I get them all to myself. OK, do you want to go through to the front room or the living room, the lounge?
Yeah, the lounge. So the chilling happens.
This is where the chilling happens. So this, my friend, is going to be your bed.
Is it?
It is. So what do you think
It's...
of your accommodation for...
Yeah, it's cosy. Very cosy.
And so it begins. Right, sorry, excuse me.
tick. It's obviously it's a cosy place. It's not massive, is it? I think we'd be sticking to it. That's the worst thing about it. It's one of those like faux leather sofas.
Do what I've asked and put it all away. And then if you can't play nicely together, I think you need to just do your homework and read a book.
So, what's Anna's first impression of the rich kid?
Very posh. I don't know anyone else called Fergus. I don't think he's going to like sleeping on the sofa, but that's all I've got to offer.
Last stop on the house tour, the kitchen. No marble worktops here. Anna's quick to begin with a lesson in how to survive when you're skint.
I find it easier to buy in bulk. It works out cheaper as well. So you'd be surprised. This is probably only about £3.
What?
And when you think you buy one that's like less than half of that, and you're paying a couple of pounds. So buy in bulk and it stretches more.
I'm learning already.
There you go. I'm pleased.
Anna's keen to find out all about Fergus's rich kid lifestyle.
When I was younger, I used to spend money on the stupidest things.
Like what?
You'd hate me. Like, money going out, like embarrassing amounts.
What's an embarrassing amount?
What? Like going on nights out, you can spend like hundreds of pounds, yeah. Like maybe 1,000.
On what? Just alcohol and going out?
That's probably the most I've ever spent on a night out.
No, that is ridiculous.
That's fully embarrassing.
I've just learned that he spends a ridiculous amount of money on nights out, money that could feed my family for, my goodness, probably about 4 months. It's absurd.
Counting his pennies isn't something Fergus ever has to be bothered by. But for Anna, keeping a tight budget is vital when you have so little to live on.
So I usually spend about £150 a month on shopping, but that's got a stretch between me and the 3 kids.
Wow. That's crazy.
What's your budget? Or do you not have a budget?
I do try and budget myself with food, but I spend about £130 or £140 a week on food.
A week?
Yeah.
Was it gold-plated or something?
I eat a lot.
That's a lot of money.
No, I didn't realise in perspective to that. That's crazy.
And you've only got yourself to think of as well, haven't you?
Yeah. That's eye-opening, to say the least.
I spend £150 a month. He spends that a week. What do you buy for like £150 a week?
I literally couldn't think about living off that amount of money on food. Like, it's actually really shocking.
Food aside, it seems there are all sorts of other expenses Anna has to juggle.
So my rent is £540 a month. And I pay for childcare, so that costs me £560 to £600.
That's more than your rent?
It's more than my rent. These 2 alone is my wages. My wages is around 1,000, give or take. So literally, I work to pay for my rent and my childcare. So any extras...
So you need to have the benefit?
I need some assistance.
Definitely. Well, if you're going out to work, then you deserve it. You know each figure to the pounds.
I have to account for every penny. What about your rent?
Yeah, it's my dad helps me out a lot.
So your dad pays for everything?
Completely pampered, yeah.
You know, what would you do if your dad suddenly said, right, that's it, Fergus, no more money, done? What are you going to do?
I'd have to, I don't know. I've just grown up in a bubble and where things
So then pop it.
It's easy.
Pop it. It's not easier said than done. Stop making excuses. I got thrown out when I was 16. I've never been back home since. You know, my house may not be what you're used to, but everything in here I've worked and paid for.
Which is embarrassing.
So how does that make you feel now, then, that you've just seen how I have to live?
It makes me feel really embarrassed. It's shameful that you should be working that hard and doing what I'm doing. It's really, really shameful. It's definitely hard for someone who's worked so hard and living, as she said, a hand-to-mouth lifestyle. It's hard for her to probably come and see me, I've been given everything on a plate and spoiled with things that Anna couldn't dream of having.
What's the watch? I see a watch. Let's have a look. Stop hiding. a Rolex. So how much was this?
It was my 21st birthday present from my dad. It's anywhere between £5,000 and £8,000 probably to have, yeah.
Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me?
No, no.
That's a lot of money to tell the time. That watch is worth 6 months of me working. And you're just wearing it on your wrist.
That's really crazy.
Beyond this, him and I really have nothing in common. We're just completely different. I mean, I work hard for what I've got. He gets handed everything. If his dad was to stop his money, I think he'd be buggered, basically.
Keen to prove to Anna that he can stand on his own 2 feet while staying here, Fergus learns the art of making a family lunch on a budget.
How many slices of bread are we doing?
Right, 2 for you, 2 for Cairo, and 2 for me. And then Cyrus will have white bread.
Okay.
Do you want cucumber in yours?
Oh, yes, please. So how many slices should I put on mine?
Cut about 6, 7 pieces.
Yep. You're quite specific about, you know, the quantities of food. Do you measure what you're giving the kids? Do you, like...
Usually, I only kind of cut what I know they'll eat as well. I hate wasting.
Yeah, fair enough.
I hate wasting.
I wouldn't be wasting any of your food, don't worry. But do you want it so I just like...
Not loads, just squirt it on and then butter it in. Oh, yeah.
That's too much?
That's plenty.
Lesson over, time to see what the kids make of Fergus's efforts.
OK, lunch is ready.
You've got to be louder than that.
Lunch.
Bit of authority.
Lunch.
Cairo, Cyrus, lunch.
Easy when you know how.
It's this one. That one's Cyrus. I'm going to get these right, and by the way, I'm going to give them to the right ones.
Go on then.
Watch this. Cyrus.
Don't help him.
Cyrus, this is yours. You're definitely Cyrus.
Thank you. Thank you.
No worries.
Full marks for lunch. Not sure everyone's as keen to welcome Fergus into their home, though.
Are you happy he's here?
Yeah, we have to work on Cyrus then.
Yeah, he's the tough cookie. Don't take it personal. So you finish your lunch. When you've finished, bring your plate out so Fergus can wash it up.
No, wash my own plate up.
Wash your own plate up then, yeah?
The responsible 6-year-old.
Well, everyone pulls their weight in this house.
That's good, yeah. I mean, when I was this age, we had au pairs and nannies.
Really?
Yeah, they would cook for us and wash up after us.
So you have had quite a really easy upbringing.
Yeah.
Time to get his hands dirty.
Cairo,
Yeah?
what would you rate my washing up out of 10?
10,
Definitely. Not 11?
20, 100.
20, 100.
3, 2, 1.
Fergus likes nothing more than spending weekends living it large with his mates. But for Anna, family entertainment usually has to be free. That means making good use of her local park.
That's what I got.
He's going to score.
1-0.
So I'm guessing the park isn't usually your thing to do. What's a typical Saturday for you?
It really depends on what the Friday night's like.
What about holidays? You've been abroad?
Yeah. I was abroad a few times this summer.
Just this summer?
Yeah. I went to Italy in June and Italy in July and then France in August. And into the Bahamas in December for 10 days. So...
Who's paying for that?
I'm going with my family.
So Dad's covering the cost?
Yeah, yeah.
I've never been abroad.
Really?
I don't even own a passport.
Really?
It's just like such a stretch with money as well, so it's just a shock to hear you've been on holiday like 3 times in 1 year. I wish I had the money to just go out to France whenever I wanted and do that. The money he spends on a holiday, that could buy so much for me, but he can spend it on whatever and not care about what's in his bank the next day.
He's off to the Bahamas for 10 days.
He hasn't been living with Anna for long, but Fergus is already sensing that he has a lot to learn about scraping by. Time for a catch-up with a familiar face.
Hello. Hello, bro.
Hello.
How you doing, man? I'm good, bro. I'm just sat in a Caribbean cafe in Croydon.
Yeah?
How's stuff?
Just, you can't really see it, but I'm pesto salmon, broccoli and sweet potato.
Mate, don't do that to me. I'm so hungry, man. I've not eaten.
Good?
Yeah, like they're from a different walk of life, you know. Anna, who's the mother I'm staying with, doesn't even have a passport. Like, she's never left the UK.
Really?
It's crazy.
How many people are you living with?
She's got 2 little kids, a daughter, and a son who's moved out.
So what are the kids like?
One likes me and one doesn't. One asked me to leave. You should see my bed, man. I got the sofa bed. I got a sofa. It's like a faux leather sofa. She asked me what I would do if my dad were to ever just take everything away and say you can't have it. I couldn't answer it. I didn't know. I literally couldn't answer it.
I'm sorry for eating this salmon in front of you.
Mate, please don't. I am so hungry, man.
What's the area like you're living in? Like, what's it like?
Yeah, it's rough around the edges, man. It's Croydon.
But you've been thrown in at the deep end.
I'm thrown in the deep end, yeah, definitely.
You always knew that was going to happen. Just enjoy it, flow it, man. You'll be fine.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, bro. All right, man. Well, take it easy.
All right, peace, buddy.
Bye,
Take
bro.
it easy,
Bye,
mate.
bye, bye.
See you later, mate. See you in a bit. Bye-bye.
Every single hour I'm here, I'm realising different things and new things that are just so much different to the way I've been brought up and the people I've been around.
Fergus counts himself as a regular at some of London's swankiest restaurants.
Just empty it all in there.
But he's fast realising that for people like Anna, eating out simply isn't an option.
Olive oil?
No, you don't need it.
Really?
On tonight's dinner menu, homemade chicken and rice, especially in his honour.
Oh, nice. Who's on washing up duties? Is it me again?
We toss a coin. But you did do such a good job last time.
I know, yeah. Cairo was impressed. Right.
Do you cook for your family?
I have done. Supper and breakfast.
Or supper? Dinner?
Yes, dinner, yeah.
You're in the south now, it's dinner.
Dinner, all right.
It seems some can't wait for their dinner.
One of them lollies.
Dinner's cooking, so you can have something after dinner. Tell you what, look. Go on. Go and take it upstairs.
You saying you could have a banana made him really happy, didn't it?
I think, do you know what it is?
Appreciation.
Yeah, as trivial as it is over a banana, he appreciates it.
Yeah, that's something that I should probably learn about more. Some of the stuff I used to stamp my feet on my dad was ridiculous. They've been brought up really well.
Thank you. So you said that some of the things you used to stamp your feet over. Like what?
When I first learnt to drive, I think I asked for a car that was way too expensive.
Which was?
I can't remember what it was, but
I think you can.
I actually can't. There's probably about 6 cars I asked for. A lot of trust with cars stopped when I was 18 years old and I got a new car, and within 5 weeks I crashed it twice.
No way.
I almost killed myself and my brother.
Oh my goodness.
That was the front of my car.
Obviously you don't need me to tell you, but that could have been so much worse.
Definitely.
I haven't even got a licence.
No?
Nope. I've got school shoes and PE kits and other things to buy, so I just have to settle with my oyster and my feet.
Thank you so much for dinner, Anna.
Don't thank me until you've tasted it.
No, I actually had it. I did try it actually. It tastes good.
It tastes yummy.
I can see that. You've nearly finished.
You wolfed that down, man.
So growing up, how did you kind of view people that weren't as well off as you?
I mean, I would be lying to say I wouldn't stereotype. When I was younger, especially, you think that everyone's going to be a bit more rough, like the TV shows that show all these people who are literally sponging off the government doing nothing. And it's unfair because some people would put you in that bracket. However, since I've come here and seen what you have to go through in your day-to-day life and how much responsibility you have as a single mother and a working mother, it's definitely harder than I first thought.
No, I respect the fact that you've said that because, I mean, in a way, you saying you don't judge, but you kind of did. So I'm kind of glad in a way that you being here for such a short time already has kind of opened your eyes.
Deep.
That was really interesting. I knew that he had, you know, some preconceived ideas about what we were going to be like and how we were going to be, but we're just like him with less money. And I must admit, I kind of thought that I wasn't going to take anything away from this, but to be honest, as the time's going on, I'm really warming to him.
Living skint in Croydon has so far been a real eye-opener for Fergus, and there are reminders everywhere of how challenging a life of poverty can be. Just a year ago, a close friend of Anna's lost her son to knife crime on a nearby estate.
How old was he? 1997. He was younger than I was.
He was 19.
Bloody hell.
And he got stabbed to death. He was a good kid.
It's crazy.
Anna has first-hand experience of what it's like growing up in a tough neighbourhood. So she's taking Fergus somewhere you'd find few rich kids hanging out.
So where are we going?
This is originally where I was born.
Okay. And what's so special about Zoe? Why have you brought me here?
Because it's not as nice as my area.
Okay.
When I fell pregnant with my son nearly 22 years ago, this is the spot they wanted to house me.
Oh, okay.
But I was adamant that I really didn't want to be here. And thankfully, my wish was granted.
It looks like everyone lives on top of each other here. I mean, there's just houses upon houses upon houses. Just, that's probably what it is.
That's exactly what it is. There we have it.
It's not Chelsea or Staffordshire.
No, that it ain't.
This is such a notorious neighbourhood, they've even had to bring along a security guard.
As we've been filming down the road, we've had more and more cars going past us. It's a close-knit community, everybody knows each other. They'll be texting each other and saying, what's going on, have you seen this? It's more cars, see, now they're driving in pairs. Before it was just single cars. You know, we've got £1,000 worth of camera equipment. Anything can happen at any second.
It's not long before the group begin attracting some unwanted attention.
Can we keep it moving?
They're flicking fingers at you.
See, what a lovely area.
Totally out of my comfort zone. I feel like I'm on edge looking around the whole time. It's really nuts. I think I'd like to get out of here sooner rather than later.
The situation's becoming more dangerous by the minute. The security guard quickly calls time on their night out.
Guys, we need to get moving. We're attracting far too much attention, and there's cars going around with their lights off. See, now here's another car that's coming. This car's been past us twice before.
So we should go?
Yeah, boss. Yeah, right. We need to go.
Yep, let's go.
We need to go now.
Okay. What's happened? The camera's paying attention. What's happening?
The cameras are drawing attention. They don't know who we are.
Yeah.
So in a minute, anything can happen. By the time the police will get here, it'll be too late. So we really need to go now.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Fergus can't leave the area fast enough, but for Anna, it's important he sees the hard realities of living life skint.
I think tonight has been a good experience for him because, I mean, he's literally had a snippet into my world. He's not used to going to places that are not Chelsea or Mayfair or any of the other fancy places. He's had a bit of a dose of reality tonight.
I'm kind of relieved to be back on the sofa. I never thought that there'd be this much drama going on. I really didn't expect that. It's been a day of learning. I feel like I've learned a lot.
It's the start of Fergus's final day living skint with Anna and her family. And it seems this rich kid is starting to win over his new housemates.
Yeah, I'm quite popular today. Everyone's hanging out with me. Brought out the computer and suddenly I'm everyone's best friend.
I want you to stay.
For how long?
Long.
It's definitely a change of heart. Cyrus and I are best mates now, we get along.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Breakfast is served.
Thank you very much.
So how did you sleep?
I slept well, thank you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I slept well.
How was it, boys? Would you like him to come and stay again? And where would he sleep?
Top bunk.
Really?
Yep.
You've got that status already.
But before Fergus gets too comfortable, Anna has a surprise challenge to spring on him.
Okay, so you know we hit upon my shopping budget.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to give you £40 to buy meals that will feed me and the family for a week.
So 4 people.
For a week.
So £10 each.
So it has to be enough to do like a meal a day.
£40 is like when you go out and have like a 2-course meal and a glass of wine, isn't it?
I wouldn't know.
Flipping hell, so each meal is like a couple of quid. This is the hardest thing I've done. All right, let's do it, yeah. Let's see how it goes.
He has absolutely no idea what £40 is going to buy him. I'm not very optimistic. All right, are you ready? This is the shop. This is your budget.
£40.
Don't spend it all at once.
This is going to be Fergus's biggest challenge yet, but if he's going to stand on his own 2 feet, budgeting is one of the most important things he needs to learn.
Got sweet corn. This one's 75p and it's quite big. So I'm going to go 2 of these. 89p.
He looks so lost.
Soft white bread, Cairo. Brown bread for everyone else. I might eat another basket, you know. That's a couple of meals. Sorted. 2 for £1. £3 for crisps. I think we can stretch to that.
I'm not really seeing too much that he could possibly put into a meal.
The boys will kill me if I don't buy any chocolate for them. There's only 4 in there, and there's 5 of us. So I think I'm also gonna get 2 crispy chicken ones. That's £4.98. How is this a weekly shop? How can you do £40? I literally cannot think.
He looks so nervous.
Is there any food that's been reduced?
No, not at the moment.
No?
Not today, no.
Now that's a question Fergus doesn't ask in Chelsea.
Oh.
I can't help him.
I need some sauce. I don't think I can do this. I honestly don't know what to do. I can't think that much in the shop. That's why I buy online. It's too much for me to do. Think about the whole family. It's way too much. I can't.
After 40 minutes, Fergus finally manages to fill a couple of baskets.
It'll be the first time. Well, it's the first time I've ever done a shop really like this in a shop. Hi, man.
Okay, so he's at the checkout now, finally. He seems genuinely worried that he's not got what we're going to be able to use.
But more importantly, has Fergus stuck to his strict £40 budget?
That's 36, 37. That's not even 1 basket. I don't know what to do. I feel sick.
I actually feel quite sorry for him. He is totally out of his comfort zone, totally.
I think I'm going to put some of this back. Can we get rid of that as well?
How much is it?
Can you take away that? Never had to do this before. It's embarrassing and I give up.
That's 39.18.
So how was that?
You'll see when we get home.
Should we go?
Yeah.
Come on in. Come on in, let's see what you got.
Beef mince, frozen. Stuff you could do a bolognese with or whatever. I mean, oven chips. These are embarrassing to even get out. I've got hot dog sausages.
They're big.
What else have we got? I got some ham for sandwiches.
Okay.
Bolognese sauce for the mince. So I thought what we could make today, just as it'd be nice, is I only had 4 beef burgers, but I also got some chicken things we could have in burger buns.
Okay. Is that change?
Oh yeah, there's about 79p change.
You've done good. I'm impressed.
I am. Stop looking so worried. I'm actually really impressed.
Thank you very much.
Well done. Not to sound condescending, but well done.
Yeah, the one thing that I really noticed was that I was looking at the price of what it was before I was doing anything else. That is new to me. I mean, I don't have all the money in the world, but I don't go into shops looking at the price of things. I'm already thinking about what I want to eat. Yeah, it's just nuts how it just added up so quickly. It was tough.
Right, lunchtime now.
Yeah, lunchtime.
A lot of the stuff he bought isn't stuff that I would generally buy. But I can see he's put so much thought into it. He's already said that he doesn't tend to price watch. So he's now saying that, you know, in future he will be watching the price of things, and I think that will make him more conscious of what money he's spending.
I've never actually had a frozen burger before, so this is certainly a change.
Let's just hope Anna and the boys like their burgers well done.
Wow.
Cyrus?
What do we say?
I mean, this is a real big improvisation from me.
Wow. Slow down, Cyrus.
And do you want to chew any louder? It's so yummy.
Going down a treat. What would you like him to cook us next time?
The same.
Rich kid Fergus is at a cafe in Croydon where he's checking in with his best mate Oliver.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Experiencing life outside Chelsea has been a hard dose of reality, like his visit to the tough estate last night with Anna.
We're attracting far too much attention. Yeah, we need to go.
I'm done. Anna basically wanted to take me there because that's where she grew up. We got there, mate. It was like little 8-year-olds flicking fingers up at me. There were these cars going past us. They like literally repeatedly come round the corners, and like we'd keep seeing the same car with like lights turned off with more people in it. And in the end, the security were like, it's too dangerous to film there. Like, you need to go.
Are you all right, mate?
No, I'm fine. It's a bit shaken up at the time. It's all good now, though.
No, I bet. You know, like you hear stories of like this man got stabbed and blah blah blah. Is there a lot of that goes on around there?
Yeah, man. One of Anna's mates' sons was stabbed not too long ago.
Really?
Yeah, and not too far away either. But I've got loads of stuff to tell you. Like today I went food shopping. Like I had to feed the family of 4 for a week's worth.
Yeah.
With a budget of £40.
Blimey. You think how much you spend it on a daily basis? That's mad. What have you ate?
I cut lunch today. It was off my budget, man. As I literally cooked them like burgers and chips, and like went down pretty well, to be fair.
I'm not going to tell you what I've just ordered.
No, please don't.
No, I'm not going to tell you. I'm intrigued to hear much more about it, mate.
Yeah, we'll have a catch up when I'm back.
Yeah, drop me a text.
Peace, bro.
Nice one, guys. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Oliver was sympathetic about it all, but when you experience it firsthand, you know, it's very real and different.
The experience living skint with Anna is almost over. But before Fergus returns to his rich kid life in Chelsea, she's kindly organised a rare treat, a family meal out in Croydon.
Obviously I would have taken you somewhere a bit more glamorous, but this is it.
This is lovely. Absolutely, this is an unreal gesture. Thank you so much.
I like you. So easily pleased.
Did you think you were going to dislike me?
Honestly, I did.
Yeah.
I thought you was going to be really pretentious, really up your own backside, really snobby, but you've proved me wrong on every aspect.
I'm very glad I have.
So what about you? What have you learned then from your time with us?
I've certainly learned that you can't judge a book by its cover. This is just proof that, you know, social class really does not matter.
Have you realised that more since being with us?
100% actually. I couldn't agree more actually.
You've come into our lives, our home, and you've seen that we don't have that much money, but you know, we still manage to do things as a family and be happy. So I think it's safe to say we've both gone into this and achieved.
100%. I feel like I've achieved what I wanted to do. I'd do it again.
As a token of appreciation for all she's taught him over the past couple of days, Fergus has something for Anna.
To remember me by. And I've also...
Thank you.
I've also bought you a family pass to go on the tallest structure in London and the longest slide, the orbital slides in the Olympic Park.
Are you serious?
Yeah. There's also a view of the whole of London from it. So I got a full family
Thank you
pass.
so much.
No worries at all. You'll love it.
You nearly made me cry, but I'm not gonna do that.
It was really heartwarming seeing how emotional she was towards him, because she's not really an emotional person. She never shows her feelings. So I know it's genuine feelings when she's almost about to cry over Fergus. So she must really like him. It's a good thing.
Living skint's been a real revelation for Fergus. Anna's shown him what life would be like if he had to fend for himself. And as he packs his bags, he knows he'll be viewing money in a completely different way.
What are you doing, Fergus?
I'm packing my stuff up. I've got to go back. You okay, Cyrus? What's the matter, man?
Yeah, I think he's playing up because you're leaving and he's going to be a bit sad.
It's all right, bro. High five.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much for having me, honestly. I hope that everything in life goes really well for you, and I'm sure we'll see each other soon.
Right, give hugs, because
It's time for me to go.
next time you see him, it'll be on FaceTime.
Bye.
Yeah, we'll FaceTime soon, boys.
Bye.
Thank you so much for having me, Anna.
Oh. My pleasure. Stay in touch.
Will do.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow. It's not been very long, but I've grown quite attached to him. And I think the boys have as well. I can hear Cyrus crying.
That was unreal. So surreal. I just didn't expect to be so welcome into their house. They were complete strangers a few days ago, and now I feel like I've made some really good friends out of them. I feel humbled. They really humbled me.